Children, we take a, we'll begin with English literature. We have already before we begin with a new lesson, I want you all to take out your English textbook, hold a pencil in your hand, turn to lesson number 2. You can pause the video and then replay it again once you are ready with your textbook and pencil. To a Butterfly, page number 13. To a Butterfly by William Wordsworth. I have watched you now a full half an hour, self-poised upon that yellow flower, and little butterfly, indeed, I know not if you sleep or feed, how motionless, not frozen sea, more motionless, and then what joy awaits you when the breeze has found you out among the trees and calls you forth again. This plot of orchard is ours. My trees they are, my sister's flowers. Here rest your wings when they are weary. Here lodge as in a sanctuary. Come to us often, fear no wrong. Sit near us on the bough. We'll talk of sunshine and of song, and summer days when we were young, sweet childish days that were as long as 20 days are now. So, this is a poem about a butterfly. Before I explain you all this poem, let's know us about the author of this poem, that is William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth was born on 7th April 1770, okay, in United Kingdom, and he died on 23rd of April 1850 at the age of 80 years. He was an English romantic poet. He's one of the most well-known English poets. He is said to have started the romantic movement in English literature. This was a movement in the late 18th and the early 19th century, when importance was given to the beauty of nature and human emotions. Wordsworth grew up in the Lake District of England and was greatly influenced by nature since his childhood. Butterflies warm the sun on cold mornings. They need to do this to raise their body temperature so that they can fly easily. Let us read this poem about a butterfly basking in the sun. So this poem is about a butterfly who who comes during the cold mornings. They warm themselves in the sun. Okay, why they need to warm themselves in the sun? So that because of the during the cold mornings, what happened, to raise their body temperature so that they can fly easily. Okay, to raise the body temperature, in order to fly easily, they need to do this. Okay, and this poem is about that about such kind of butterflies who fly like in the during the daytime, on in this on cold mornings. What they do, they to bask themselves in the sun, to get the rays of the sun, so that they can keep their body temperature high. To increase to raise the body temperature, they sit on the we all know that butterflies love to sit on the flowers. So let us see what the poet has to say through this poem. I have watched you now a full half an hour, self poised upon that yellow flower. So here the poet, while addressing a beautiful butterfly that he had spotted in his garden, he's wondering how he wonders upon how the little creature has managed to grab the poet's attention for a full half an hour. So in the first line, the poet is saying that one fine day he spotted a butterfly in his garden. Okay, and this little tiny creature, okay, has managed to grab the poet's attention for a full half an hour. For half an hour the poet was just admiring the butterfly. Okay, now, self-poised upon that yellow flower. Self-poised means what? Here the poet is saying that the poet appreciate the balance with which the butterfly rested upon that yellow flower. Okay, the poet, like, he admires, he was looking at that butterfly for half an hour, and when he was looking at that butterfly, he appreciate the balance, the way the way the butterfly was resting upon a yellow flower. Okay, so, and little butterfly indeed, I know not you feel or you sleep or feed. And little butterfly indeed, and he's saying that, and little butterfly actually, I know not you sleep or feed. So here the poet is saying that unbroken stillness, okay, the way it has kept its balance on that particular yellow flower, the unbroken stillness and the calm of the butterfly made the poet wonder if it ever moved to even eat or sleep, because it has not the butter the way when the butterfly sits on the flower, normally you will see that it is not moving at all. So looking at the butterfly, the poet is wondering, okay, looking at the unbroken stillness. Unbroken stillness means what? Like a statue, it is just sitting on that particular yellow flower without moving. Okay, and the calm of the butterfly made the poet wonder, like, if it ever move even to eat or sleep. How motionless, not frozen seas, more motionless, and then. So over here, the poet is saying that uh, a poet got attracted to the stillness of the butterfly, which make the insect appear more motionless to the poet than the frozen seas. He's comparing the, like, the way the butterfly is sitting on the flower. Okay, motionless means without moving, without doing any kind of movement. The poet has compared the motionless, like the insect appears more motionless to the poet than the frozen seas where no activity can be detected. So he's saying, he's comparing to, the motion of the like the motion the way the butterfly sat on the flower without making any kind of movement. He is comparing to that he is comparing it to the frozen seas where you cannot in the frozen seas you cannot detect any activities. So he's saying, like those frozen seas where you cannot detect any activity, in the similar manner, in that motionless position, the butterfly is sitting on that particular yellow flower. What joys awaits you when the breeze has found you out among the trees and calls you forth again? So over here, the poet is saying that, then the poet is imagining that the joy the little creature must feel every time the breeze found its delicate wings amongst the tree. So he's saying that what joy the butterfly will, the little creature must feel, must be feeling every time when the breeze comes and touches its delicate wings. Okay, when it is sitting on the flowers or when it's on the trees. Okay, in the way it is like those winds are calling, those breeze are calling out to the butterfly to fly again and to fly again and to grace other corners of the world with its beautiful presence. Butterflies are really very beautiful. So in the last three line, the poet is saying that whenever the breeze blows, okay, it the butterfly might be feeling like the way might be feeling very, like, whenever the breeze touches the delicate wings of the butterfly, it feels really very happy. Okay, the butterfly must be feeling really very happy, because the breeze indirectly is calling the butterfly to fly again and to move to other corner of the world, so that their beautiful presence is felt by other people also. So in this first stanza, okay, in the first stanza, what the poet is trying to say, that while addressing a beautiful butterfly which he has spotted in the garden, he wonders upon how the little creature has managed to grab the poet's attention for full half an hour. The poet he appreciates the balance with which the butterfly was sitting on a yellow flower. Then when it was sitting on the yellow flower, the butterfly did not move at all. So the unbroken stillness and the calm of the butterfly made the poet wonder if it ever moved to even eat or sleep. The poet was attracted to the stillness of the butterfly, which made the insect appear more motionless to the poet than the frozen seas where the activity can be no activity can be detected. So here the poet was saying that the way the butterfly sat on the was sitting on the yellow flower, he's comparing the butterfly to those it was like compared to the frozen seas where you cannot detect any kind of activities. Then the poet said that the unbroken stillness and the calm of the butterfly made the poet wonder if it ever like eat or even to eat or sleep. Then the poet imagines the joy the little creature must feel every time the breeze found its delicate wings among the trees, calling out to the butterfly to take flight again, to fly again, and grace other corners of the world with its beautiful presence. Now mark those words. Whichever words I'm telling her to mark it, please mark those words. I have watched you now a full half an hour. Self poised. Underline the word self poised. Okay? Poised means what? Balanced. Upon that yellow flower. And little butterfly indeed. I know not you sleep or feed. How motionless. Underline the word motionless. Not frozen seas. More motionless. And then, what joy awaits you when the breeze has found you out among the trees and calls you forth again. Underline the word forth.